In this segment, I want to show you how to prepare your fabric pieces for your appliques. And this process is the same whether it's a applique with a satin stitch around the edge or the twill. This is just a zigzag stitch, but it has the appearance of the sewn twill that is sewn with the zigzag machine. This is the pattern that we're going to be using. This is our design, and it's going to be all done with the zigzag stitch, with the exception I'm going to have the embroidery over top of the finished design. Now, when I prepared my pattern for this, I printed it out in reverse so that it would be ready to put onto my fabric. Now, as you can see here, we have two different colors here. We're going to be doing red on the inside and white on the outside. I did this in green because obviously white won't print. So I have to print out two patterns, and this is actually how it prints out from your software because it's too long for the one piece, so you have to trim it off and tape it together. So I have both pieces here, and I need to adhere these to the back of my fabric. Now, there's different types of fabrics that you can use. The most common is your sewn lettering twill fabric. Now, this is a 100% polyester twill, and it has a coating on the back that you heat down and press it right onto the garment. You can also use a metallic fabric. Now, this one happens to have the coating on it, but you can purchase one without the coating and add it. And you can use any type of fabric. Now, these are some samples that I have used in the past. I have prepared this fabric. This was just plain polycotton plaids that I adhered this bonding to, and this bonding material comes by the roll, and you press this onto your fabric. And I purchased this at a fabric store. Once you press it onto the fabric, when you peel it back, it appears just like your lettering fabric with the bonding on the back. And again, you heat this onto your garment and you press it right down with the heat press machine. But for our appliques, we wouldn't press it down first, of course. So for these patterns right here, we're going to press the one onto red, like I said, and the one onto white. So I have pieces cut that I'm going to lay my pattern strips on. And I have a piece of Teflon. This is a sheet of Teflon that I purchased from a lettering fabric company, the same company that I purchased all of my lettering fabric from. And they sell this by the piece or by the yard. So I just lay this Teflon sheet over top of my pattern. Now, this is with the coated side up. The outside is down, the coated side is up, and then you lay your pattern on top of that coated side. Lay down my Teflon, and I'm just using a regular household iron. You can also do this with your heat press machine. Now, if you're doing it with the heat press machine, you have to be extremely careful. Because if you're putting it in the heat press machine, the process is the same, but you literally put the top down, lift it right back up, just that quick. Otherwise, it's going to stick too tight and you won't be able to get it off once you cut it out. So there's our two pieces. And we're just going to cut out around the outside edge. Now, this is our outside piece. Just follow that same process till you're all finished. And here is our piece cut out. I have the inside piece cut out. And now we just take this and peel this back. Okay, now that is ready to apply to our garment. Now if I was using a regular fabric and I would press my bonding in place first, and like I said, I have these rolls already prepared because I have done a lot of different schools with different plaids. And if I was going to use the same pattern with this fabric, then I would have to glue this onto this fabric. I have my box. This is just a plain old cardboard box that I use, and just lay my pattern down inside the box and glue it with this adhesive spray. This is a spray designed strictly for embroidery. Now I just pick that up and glue it onto my fabric. And the process is the same. I just start cutting it out. Okay, now with this, you have to peel back not only your pattern piece, but the piece from your fabric. And there is our fabric ready to go onto our garment.